Next up, in the Years of Lead set comes Colt 38 Special Squad. Now, I was kind of excited about this one. This one had a 2K restoration. It looks fantastic, and it is an action-packed police adventure that just left me feeling a little bit cold throughout. It's all about Inspector Vanny, our main detective. At the start, he's taking down a group of bad guys. He has to shoot and kill him. But then jump to a scene where we get the main antagonist of the movie, played by Ivan Razumov, who is Margulies, I think it is. I'm probably butchering that name. And he kills in cold blood, brutally, the wife of the Inspector Vanny. As kind of retribution, you know, his brother was killed and he's going to kill the family of his adversary. And Inspector Vanny, after a quick mourning period, decides to become even hardened more than he already was. He demands a special squad, people with these guns, the Colt 38s, and they are motorbike police who are trained in taking down suspects in the most brutal fashion. And then you have this kind of larger story of a large shipment of dynamite being stolen and bombs being placed around the city, and you have Inspector Vanny versus Margulies trying to take each other down, trying to become the better, good versus evil, typical kind of battle that you would expect. And it's full of really fun and exciting car chases. If you're looking for that kind of almost disengage the brain and enjoy, you're going to find some wonderful action set pieces here. The car chases, the bike chases are incredibly fun. They're really energetic. They're really fast paced. They're shocking. They're practical. They're impressive. They're thrilling. They're everything you could possibly want. And the thing I found the most kind of disappointing about this was the story. It was a little bit convoluted. It was something that I wasn't really engaged with. It had too many distractions from the main storyline and too many sub-characters that got a little bit too much time, and it starts to become bogged down, especially in the middle to late second, third, where I started to lose interest. I wanted more of the car chases, less of the plot, less of the bad guys' meandering thoughts, and less of the constant blockades that Inspector Vanny comes up against. I wanted it just to be free flowing a lot more than what it was, and it could never quite get there. I watched this movie twice. You know, I initially thought maybe it was the first time I watched it, I just couldn't connect with the material. I liked aspects of it, but ultimately it just left me feeling cold. The second watch, it did exactly the same, and I started to lose interest at exactly the same point again in the movie, which is a shame because it's something that has actors that I like. It's directed by Massimo Dallamano, who did A Black Veil for Lisa, What Have You Done to Solange, which is an amazing movie. What Have They Done to Our Daughters? He's got a good pedigree, and like I said, the movie looks amazing. It has these exciting moments, but ultimately I just wasn't, I didn't care about any of the characters. I wasn't interested in how the story was going to wrap up. I had an idea. It takes some chances every now and again, particularly with a market stall explosion, which is really destructive, brutal with what happens to some of the characters, and that felt a little bit edgy, as if it was pushing things a little bit. But then it would take a step back for 20 minutes and we'd have meandering characters being rather uninteresting for the most part. From people I spoke to who've watched this set, they really seem to love Colt 38, but for some reason I just cannot connect with it on any kind of level. Fun, yes. Overlong, I would think so. Well shot, and the transfer looks amazing, but just could not connect with this movie whatsoever. Love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comment box below. I'll see you next time on Man v Film.